What is up, everybody? It's Gabriel. Welcome back to the channel. Today's gonna be a video on what Beyblade X does better than Metal Fight. So let's get into it. This video is mainly just gonna be a retake of my Metal Fight is worse than Beyblade X video, or X is better than Metal Fight video. Because my point isn't really that X is better than Metal Fight, it's more that X does things better than Metal Fight does. I will be focusing on 2 points specifically: female representation and fodder character treatment. This video was heavily inspired by Bizarre Productions' own video on this subject. So go check out his video. His video is a lot more in-depth with the stuff, and I get briefly mentioned in the video. So go watch his video and comment Gabriel Bay sent you. Okay, let's get into the video. As for female representation, Metal Fight has characters like Hikaru, Mei, Sophie, basically all the international girls from the international teams. And what do they do with them after? They do basically nothing with these characters. Like, Metal Fight basically just says, screw you, remove them from, basically, reduce them to their side roles. They reduce them to basic minor characters. They're basically just minor parts of the story after their use in season 2, because I don't know about you, but I don't really see the female characters being utilized in season 3 of Metal Fight, or basically Metal Fury. The only character that has stood in the entirety of the show is Madoka, but that's because Madoka is one of our main characters. The side characters in Metal Fight have basically just got disintegrated, or disintegrated from the show entirely after season 2. But with Beyblade X, we have a lot of female characters that, unlike Metal Fight, actually get utilized more than once in a different season. Like, let's take Multi for example. One of our main characters. She's been utilized in almost every episode of Beyblade X. Every episode has at least one appearance of Multi, and if it doesn't, it's mostly a Bird or Exu focused episode. So that's why, if Multi doesn't appear, she just doesn't appear. Similarly, Tenka, she appeared in season 2 and appeared briefly in season 3, but that's because she took a leave to go back to the Shiraboshi School, and the Shiraboshi School doesn't really play a huge role in season 3, at least not to my knowledge at the moment. Similarly with Karura Kojiki, while we're still in the beginning parts of season 3, I feel like Karura is going to be utilized at some point in season 3. But she had a lot of moments in season 2. And another part, Quinn Monju. Quinn Monju was introduced later on in season 1 and got a bit of an arc, and had like a couple of episodes to herself in season 3. No, not season 3, season 2. So on and so forth, you get the idea here. When it comes to female representation in Beyblade, Metal Fight is pretty weak in this form, because, well, as I said earlier, the Metal Fight females are pretty much relegated to minor characters after the season they were introduced in. Like, Hikaru went from a blader in season 1 to Jinga's dad's assistant in season 2, and that's relegated to a minor role. Sure, she appears in episodes, but she doesn't hold much of weight to push the story forward. However, when it comes to characters like Tenka, which she wasn't mainly a main character. She wasn't entirely a main character in her first introduction. She wasn't really a main character until later on in the series. And while yes, she appeared in season 2 and then disappeared after season 3, there was a reason why she didn't appear in season 3, because the Shiraboshi School isn't being used in season 3, or at least, again, as I said earlier, we don't know if the Shiraboshi School will appear in season 3, or will have a significant role in season 3. Secondly, fodder character treatment. When I say fodder character treatment, I mean cannon fodder. Basically characters that are pretty much bottom of the barrel characters that are weak, but still a part of the main cast. In this case, Kenta and Bird. Bird is one of our main characters. Not our main character, one of our main characters. There is like an argument that Exu is the main character, Bird is the main character. It's an ensemble cast. Get real. Anyways, back to what I was saying with the fodder characters. Kenta barely had any room to grow. I'm going to refer to Kenta before he got Flash of Zaterio and before he got Ryuga's Star Fragment. Because after that point, mainly it was just powered by Ryuga's Star Fragment. It wasn't mainly his strength that came out from him. It's mainly Ryuga's power being able to help him. But before he got Ryuga's Star Fragment, Kenta barely had any room to grow. He was just weak for the sake of being weak. And most people are gonna attest to that. I believe so. I believe people are gonna attest to the fact that Kenta is just mainly didn't have much improvement. You can watch Bizarre Introduction's video on the topic that this video is about to get more info on what I mean. But for Bird actually shown some character development and more improvement than Kenta ever did in the entirety of Beyblade Metal Fight before he got Ryuga's Star Fragment. Like, he's been training. He was able to burst Togoro's blade, but ultimately lost the battle because, well, it didn't go out the stadium. And I originally thought that was just like a fake out win. That was just literally just like not a fake out, I mean, like specifically just a robbed win. But you really can't fault the writers for that, even though I really do want to. But bottom line is, Bird improves throughout the entirety of Beyblade at this current moment. He got a tie against Roji Rance, which, bear in mind, Exu did that while he was going at his full strength. So the man's pretty much kind of improved here. So you can't really fault it for that. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Tune in next time. Goodbye, folks.